So online friends, good morning everyone, as well as offline. So US batch is started on 16th of August, right? Okay. So today is our first interaction. So let me introduce myself. In short, I am SUJIT PAWAR. I completed my graduation in agricultural engineering, that is BTech, from Rahuri University in 1995. I have been teaching maths and reasoning for UPSC and MPSC aspirants for more than 20 years. So in our today's lecture, today's lecture is introductory lecture of maths. So in our lecture, we'll discuss regarding scope of maths in your prelims or in exam pattern. Second thing, that is syllabus, and third one is strategy. So how to prepare for maths. So as you all are appearing for 2023's prelims, mains and interview. So here, that is prelims will be on 20th of May. So right now we are having whatever is the time in that we have to prepare for maths and all these things. So right now here, scope of maths. Just a minute. Just a minute, very unfortunate. Okay. So questions from maths are asked in paper second of prelims. So exam pattern, as all of you know, in prelims there are two papers. GS1 and GS2 are the names given by UPSC. But right, let me tell you that second paper is nicknamed as CSAT, Civil Services Aptitude Test. So in that, this exam pattern has been introduced by UPSC in 2011. So from 2011 till 2022, including this year, this year's exam was conducted on 5th June, right? So including both years, from 2011 as well as 2022, there you will find 12 question papers. In the previous year's question papers, you will find each year you will be getting in second paper 80 questions. So those 80 questions are asked related to 7 points. So initially means in 2011. Just a minute. Okay. So as all of you know, format of prelims, that is paper 1 and paper 2. So in paper 1 there are 100 questions, and in paper 2 there are 80 questions. As all of you know, each paper is for 200 marks. So here, in addition to this, I would like to tell you, each paper is to be solved in 2 hours. So that is 2 hours means 120 minutes. To solve those 80 questions in second paper, we have 120 minutes. That means per question we get 1.5 minutes, that is 90 seconds. So in 90 seconds, you have to read that question, try to get answer, and then mark as it is required. So right now, here this 90 seconds is much more time than in any other competitive exam like staff selection commission, bank q, and other competitive exams, right? So here, as the time given is much more, no doubt the length of that question as well as the difficulty level is much higher. So as we have this is exam pattern, we know. So syllabus for second paper, as it was introduced in 2011, there were 7 points. So in those here, first is comprehension, then we have second is interpersonal skills, including communication skills, then logical reasoning and analytical ability, decision making and problem solving, this general mental ability, and basic numeracy along with data interpretation. So these are 6 points, and 70 was English language comprehension. Right? Okay. So for first 4 years of CSAT pattern, that is in 2011, 12, 13, and 14. For first 4 years, there were questions from English language in English language comprehension also. After that, from 2015, these English language comprehensions were not asked as well. Here, decision making and problem solving questions for first 3 years only these were asked. That is, in 2011 there were 8 questions. In 2012 there were 7, and in 2013 there were 6 questions. After that, no question is asked on decision making and problem solving. So that is what here remaining are comprehension, interpersonal skills, including communication skills. So these together, these 2 points together are called reading comprehension. So right now, this second paper's questions can be categorized in 3 points only. What are those 3 points? Comprehension of both types, that is comprehension and interpersonal skills, including communication skills related to paragraph. These questions are asked. Okay. Then we have here logical reasoning and analytical ability and general mental ability. These 2 points together is called reasoning, or you may say intelligence test. Right? So these are reasoning questions, logical reasoning and analytical ability, as well as general mental ability. Okay. So at last but not the least, here the 6th point that is given, basic numeracy. So basic numeracy, in bracket it is given numbers and relations, orders of magnitude, etc. That is class 10 level. It is nothing but maths. That is, all 3 branches are together: arithmetic, algebra, and geometry. So here that is class 10 level as well. Data interpretation question, that is statistics, charts, graphs, tables, data sufficiency questions, etc. That is also class 10 level. So only the last point is of class 10 level. Rest all are graduation level questions. So that is the complete scenario of this syllabus right nowadays. So from scope of maths point of view, I would like to tell you how many questions were asked in the past for last 12 years as of CSAT pattern, right? So here, I have here on the screen, you will be getting online friends is screen shared. Yes. So here, number of questions. First year in 2011, number of questions related to basic numeracy, that is maths. There were 9 questions asked out of 80 questions in first year. In second year, that is in 2012, those who don't like maths, they were very happy. Only 2 questions were asked. Only 2. Then 2013 and 14, 10 and 11. First 4 years are in which marks from second paper were also considered for merit list. First 4 years. Then 2015 onwards, second paper made qualifying nature. That is at least 33% marks you should get. Then and then only your first paper will be checked. Otherwise, you know. So here, 2015 onwards, you will find number of questions from maths at least doubled. And here, to 22, 30, then again 22, 19, 28, 40, then 33 and 41 questions were asked in the exam which was conducted this year. 6th May, it was, sorry, 5th June, this question exam was conducted. 41 questions were only from maths, only from. So you are getting what is the scope of maths. So here I would like to ask you a few questions, out of which, firstly, how many of you have had maths till 12th? Till 12th. Till 10th compulsory, no doubt. So in other words, after 10th, maths was not there. How many of you are here? Maths not a part of your study. Okay, no problem. So here, as a number of students not having maths after 10th is a comparatively bigger one. Okay, so we have to make a strong step regarding this one. So right now only you have to start studying, preparing maths and all these things. Okay, so before going to the syllabus, here are you getting what is the scope of maths? Because even though qualifying nature it is mentioned, actually qualifying nature itself works as slow poison, because generally we don't take it seriously, and because of that it happens. So right now, here, before going to syllabus and all these things, I would like to give you one question, and accordingly we realize we have to prepare maths from right now only, and that is why. Okay, so take down question in your notebook. In an examination, 6 marks are given for, in an examination, 6 marks are given for each correct answer. In an examination, 6 marks are given for each correct answer, and 3 marks are reduced for, each wrong answer, and 3 marks are reduced for each wrong answer. A candidate solved all 100 questions. A candidate solved all 100 questions and scored 474 marks. And scored 474 marks. How many questions? Did he answer correctly? How many questions did he answer correctly? Okay, I'll repeat, you just check it out. In an examination, 6 marks are given for each correct answer and 3 marks are reduced for each wrong answer. A candidate solved all 100 questions and scored 474 marks. How many questions did he answer correctly? Okay. After getting answer, just raise your hand. After getting answer, try to solve yourself first of all. After getting answer, just raise your hand. Don't answer loudly. Okay, okay. 5, at least, okay, 6, 7, at least 50% of you should get answer, and then we'll discuss. Okay, no problem. After getting answer, please raise your hand. Okay. Those who have already responded need not to raise a hand. Okay. All right. So can I say it? The time given was sufficient. Okay. All right. So now I have to discuss with you. How many of you have your answer is 79? Okay. All right. How many of you have your answer is 58? Oh, okay. How many of you have your answer is 86? 1, 2, 3, 3 only. 4, 5, 5. 86 is the correct answer. Now listen. Those who are not getting correct answer, don't be panic. Today is our first interaction, so that's why we have, and now you realize that we have to prepare much, right? See, those who had got answer 79, very unfortunate answer this one, because those who got answer 79, they just divided 474 by 74. That's it. So what is about that negative marking? That is a that, no? So while answering question, at least you should use all the information. Right? That is first thing. Second, 58 answers those who have given, they were very they had taken a very strong step from shortcut point of view. They were correct up to 126. After that, they uh, they have their approach different one. Okay, now those who got 86 answers, from those 5 of only. So from those 5, again I would like to ask for those 5, how many of you have answered by uh, forming equation? Just raise your hand. 1, 1. Okay. Then other 4, they have just taken trial and error, or they know the shortcut. Yes. Other 4, please. Okay, no problem. See, there are 2 methods to solve this one. So basically, I would like to tell you the difference between competitive exam and academic exam. Suppose you had been in school days, then you might have answered correctly by forming equation and all these things. Okay, so that is equation conventional method. As you will like shortcut, so that by that method we will discuss first. Okay, so till 126 they were correct. What is that 126? Till 126. Before going to that 126, let me tell you the meaning of this question first of all. So getting wrong answer is only because of you didn't understand the question. That is the only thing. So what is that? There is an exam in which each question, if it is answered correctly, then 6 marks are allotted. So if one question is answered correctly, 6 marks. 2 questions are answered correctly, 12 marks. Like that. 10 questions are answered correctly, 10 into 6, that is 60. Okay. But for wrong answer, there is a penalty of 3 marks. Means what? 3 marks are deducted from whatever that candidate is getting marks of the correct answer, not from the 600. Is it clear? Okay. So as here, the question meaning is that 474 marks that candidate is getting. So what should have been the procedure of getting 474? Number of correctly answered questions multiplied by 6. That is first. Is it clear? How many questions that candidate has answered correctly into 6? How many questions that candidate has answered wrong multiplied by 3? So there are two products. First is that he has secured marks. From that, penalty to be subtracted. So from first product, second product is subtracted, and then finally the answer, final score is 474. Is it clear to all of you? Number of correctly answered questions into 6. Number of wrong answered questions into 3. So from this 6 into correctly answered questions, 3 into wrong answered questions is equal to 474. It is this procedure to form equation. Online friends is being shared right now. 6 into correctly here correct answers minus 3 into wrong answers is equal to 474. Is it clear? Okay. So before going to this equation form, I would like to tell you shortcut, and we'll write in notebook also. Don't be panic. Now listen. Here there are how many questions in all in that exam? 100. So maximum marks in that exam 100 into 6, 600 marks. Okay. Now that candidate has got 474 marks. So how many marks he has less than 600? So 600 minus 474 is 126, as all of you know. Now here 126 is divided by 3 by some of our friends, and because of that 126 divided by 3 they got 42. They thought that 42 is a number of wrong answers. So 100 minus 42 is 58. They answer, but you need not to be divided by 3 to that 126. Why is it so? Let me tell you. If we send another candidate in that exam, and if we tell that candidate to solve all questions, all 100 questions, and that candidate has solved also, suppose unfortunately only one question is answered wrong by that candidate. Suppose only one question is answered wrong. So what should have been his score? 591, not 597. Why? Because listen, one question is answered wrong, that means already 6 marks are gone from 600. Are you getting me? Means candidate will get marks of 99 correctly answered questions only, that is 594, minus as a penalty 3 from 594. From 594 minus 3, 591. In other words, if one question is answered wrong, then total 9 marks are deducted from 600. Is it clear? For one question answered wrong. So if 2 questions are answered wrong, then 18. 3 questions are answered wrong, 27, like that. 126 is to be divided by 9 and not by 3. So 126 when divided by 9, it gives you 14. 14 9s are 126 when you know tables. So 14 questions are wrong answered. So remaining all are correct. So 100 minus 14 gives you 86. So how many questions answered correctly? 86 questions answered correctly, that you can say. Okay, just a minute. Okay? So that is one of the methods we'll write afterwards. Before that, see, no doubt some of you answered 79 and some of you answered 58. No doubt they were seeing such a question for first time only, right? So that is what, don't think of shortcut method from 58 point of view, as I am saying, because as when you are getting 58, that means till halfway mark correct. After that you should know all these things very clear. So right now, just wait. In your notebook, please write down. Let the candidate answer. Let the candidate answer X questions correctly. Let the candidate answer X questions correctly. Let the candidate answer X questions correctly. Can you tell me how many questions answered wrong then? We know that answer is 14, but from right now we are solving from initial. 100 minus X. Listen, you can take it Y also, no problem. But X plus Y is again 100. That is second equation. So from simultaneous equations and all these things you can solve. So stick to the basics that you should solve such a question by minimum variables. So that is what X questions answer correctly. So write down there. Next line, put therefore sign. Therefore, number of questions answered wrong. Number of questions answered wrong is equal to, put equal to sign, 100 minus X. 100 minus X. Okay. Next. By the condition. By the condition. By the condition. Put comma and first of all look at this one. X into 6 as you know. And 100 minus X into 3. So from 6 we have to subtract 3 into 100 minus X. And that finally gives you score 474. Is it clear to all of you? If not, just raise your hand. Don't hesitate. If you are not understood, please raise your hand. Okay, others? Okay, see. All of you are getting meaning of the question. Whatever is number of questions answered correctly into 6. Whatever is number of questions answered wrong multiplied by 3. So marks obtained by that candidate by answering questions correctly. That is 6 into number of questions answered correctly. So we have written first line. Let the candidate answered X questions correctly. So X into 6. That is the first product. Is it clear? Okay. Now wrong answers are how many? 100 minus X. Why is it 100 minus X? Because suppose 90 questions are answered correctly. How many questions are answered wrong? 10. How do you get that one? 100 minus correctly answered questions 90. So same is the case here also. 100 total questions are 100 minus correctly answered questions are X. So 100 minus X is it in the bracket. That is number of wrong answered questions multiplied by 3. Why? Because each wrong answer is penalty for 3 marks. 3 marks are deducted for that. So 3 into 100 minus X. So this one is to be subtracted from the first one. So to be subtracted, that's why we put minus sign there. Is it clear to all of you? So 6x minus 3 into 100 minus x, that finally gives that candidate score is 474. So RHS is the number given. LHS is expressed in terms of x. Is it clear now to all of you? Is there anyone remaining which who is not understood? Is it clear? Okay. So we have to solve this one. Right from our school days, we know how to solve this. 6x minus 3 into 100 minus x, that means minus 3 into 100, that is minus 300. Right from our school days, minus 3 into minus x is plus 3x is equal to 474. Now 6x plus 3x minus, we know. Minus 300 is to be transposed to the opposite, plus it will be 774, and hence now to find the value of x, x is multiplied by 9. When it is taken to the right, it will divide. So that are very basic things. And 774 when divided by 9, you will get 86. So that is what, how many questions answered correctly? 86 questions answered correctly. So you should know at least these things first of all. Then you can think of shortcut method. Is it clear? So please write out there method 1 when you have started to write this one. Method 1. Before you wrote that, let the candidate answer its questions correctly. For that, method 1. Is it clear? Okay. Finished? Method 2. If you will write or method 2. Method 2. Now let me dictate directly. You will write total marks in that examination, or in bracket you write total or maximum. Instead of total max, you may write total or maximum marks in the exam is equal to 100 into 6 is equal to 600. Hundred into 6, that is 600. Okay. Next line. If one question is answered wrong, total marks deducted from 600 are 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. If one question is answered wrong, total marks deducted from 600 are 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. Okay. Next line. The candidate got less marks than 600 are 600 minus 474 is equal to 126. The candidate got less marks than 600 are 600 minus 474 is equal to 126. Therefore, number of questions answered wrong is equal to 126 upon 9 is equal to 14. 126 upon 9 is equal to 14. Therefore, number of questions answered correctly is equal to 100 minus 14 is equal to 86. 100 minus 14 is equal to 86. Is it clear? Okay. So it seems very simple. Such a question is a straightforward question. Means any candidate who is appeared in the exam must get a correct answer only from this. Let me tell you. This question I am taking in all batches from long back, and I would like to give you. There was a question asked in our prelims in 2021. Okay, last year. So what was that question? We'll discuss that one. Just a minute. You will answer within no time. 2021. So here you are getting 2021. No? Okay. So on the screen, in an objective type test of 90 questions, 5 marks are allotted for every correct answer and 2 marks are directed for every wrong answer. Okay. After attempting all the 90 questions, a student got a total of 387 marks. What is the number of incorrect responses? Orally, you can answer now. Orally. Okay, 9 only. Someone said 13. Okay, no problem. See here, 387 marks that candidate is getting, right? Full marks or maximum marks. Here 90 into 5, 450. But here the candidate is getting 387. So overall you should subtract this one. 450 is 15 more than 400. And here 13 less is 387. So that is 13 plus 50 is 63. For one incorrect response, what happens? 5 marks are already gone plus as a penalty 2. So total 7 marks are deducted, right, for every incorrect response. So 63 needs to be divided by 7. 7 nines are 63, and that is what 9 is the answer. Is it clear? So within no time you can answer such a question. But let me tell you, from this only practice, you can't use shortcut. So means it is not advisable to do that one. So you can solve by conventional method, that is by forming equations and all these things. So here we have total 90 questions. Here x questions if answered correctly, then 90 minus x it would have been. But as we are asked, so that is I would like to tell you here, when we are asked incorrect, so you can use x as incorrect also, no problem. But right now, from straightforward, 5x minus 90 minus x into 2 is equal to 387. So you will be getting x as how much it is? 81. You will be getting x as 81. You will be getting. Is it clear? So 90 minus that 81, it will be 9. So like that you can do whatever. So once you got the concept, then you can solve such type of a question anywhere. Okay. So these are the things we need to take into account. So as from your batch scenario, I would like to tell you, you have to start preparing maths very, very early. That is what you can say, because as you are approaching when prelims comes nearer, then you have to think of GS1 and all these things. So it is the only right time to prepare for maths. This is the time only to prepare for maths. So then how to prepare, or in other words, what are the books to be referred and all these things. First of all, you may be from state board or CBSE or ICSE board. So from that point of view, I would like to ask you, how many of you are from ICSE board? One, two. Okay. CBSE board. All right. Then rest all are from state board. Okay. Are there some from semi or vernacular medium? Just raise your hand. Semi-English medium means what? Science and maths is from English. That is the only thing. Okay. So, in other words, again we have to go through basics, and that is what till 10th we have to prepare. So, those who are from ICSE board or CBSE board, their syllabus is very vast, no doubt of that. Right now, from state board, maths is the same everywhere, no doubt of that. And that is what from state board students, I would like to tell them, first of all, go through state board books. No doubt you have to use NCERT books, but before going to NCERT books, first of all, go through state board books. Because of that, you will be having some interest in maths. Because after 10th, some of you have not taken maths. So that is what. So here, from syllabus point of view, there are 33 topics to be prepared. How many? 33. Okay. So don't be scared. Here we have 33 topics. Just a minute. Don't waste to write. Don't waste time to write these things. Okay. So you can just take photocopy or what we may do. Means online friends, you can do screenshot of this one. Okay, so we have to discuss these things instead of writing. Okay, so as I said it, how many topics are to be prepared? 33 topics. So rest 3 are common to maths and reasoning, and that is in general 30 topics we need to do. So here, first topic is what? Number system. Listen, those who have not taken photocopy or screenshot, no problem. You will be having this lecture that is at least for 7 days span. You can again go through that one also. So listen, starting from number system 2, trigonometry. So again, I would like to tell you, don't be panicked. Even though there is, okay, you will take for afterwards. Just listen. So trigonometry is not that 2 times square theta like that. So here we have applications of sine, cos, tan ratio. That is the only thing. That means height and distances, applications. Okay. So I would like to tell you these are 30 topics. So first group of 10 topics, that is from number system to simplification. And listen, from all those 33 topics, UPSC has asked questions in the previous year's question paper. All means hardly 1 or 2 topics they may miss, but rest all topics on those questions were asked. So here, first topic is number system. Uh, so what is that number system? First of all, let me tell you, in UPSC only you will find maximum questions from number system. In other competitive exams, maybe management entrance exam, staff selection commission, bank PO, and other, they don't ask questions related to number system. But UPSC is so much interested in this topic. Per year, questions are asked on this number system. So whatever are included in number system, there are 3 basic things in number system. First is formation of a number. Second is facts about numbers. And third one is types of numbers. So these are 3: formation, facts, and types of numbers. So in general, for example, what is regarding facts about numbers? So before going to that, in case of formation of a number, to form any number, we use digits. How many digits are there in all? Don't say infinite. 10 only. 0 and 1 to 9. From those 10 digits, we can form infinite numbers. So numbers are infinite, digits are 10 only. Okay. So after this, I would like to ask you, how many are 1-digit numbers? 9, 1 to 9. How many are 2-digit numbers? Okay. So you all must be involved in this lecture. All must be. Okay. So 90. How to get that one? Very simple. Which is the greatest 2-digit number? 99. Which is the smallest 2-digit number? 10. So before 10, there are first 9 natural numbers which are single-digit numbers. Right numbers. So from 1 to 99, from those 99 natural numbers, first 9 numbers are 1 digit, rest all are 2-digit numbers. And that is why when we are finding how many 2-digit numbers are there, we have to subtract greatest 1-digit number from greatest 2-digit number. So 99 minus 9, 90. So there are how many 2-digit numbers? 90. So being all intelligent, you can tell me within no time, how many are 3-digit numbers? 900. Why? Because greatest 3-digit number is 999. Greatest 2-digit number is 99. Subtracting 99 from 999, we get 900. Because 100 onwards, including 100 to 999, these all are 3-digit numbers, and that's why 3-digit numbers are 900. 1-digit numbers are 9, 2-digit numbers are 90, 3-digit numbers are 900. So 4-digit numbers are 9,000. Only 0 we are adding there. Is it clear? Okay. Now, I would like to ask you a question, and that question can be answered only if you have thought regarding this before. Okay. So concentrate on the numbers from 1 to 100. In other words, suppose you are told to write the numbers from 1 to 100 only. 1 to 100. Okay. How many times you need to write the digit 1? how many times you need to write the digit 1 while writing from 1 to 100. Okay. "21." And in exam hall, you are not supposed to count those. Right now, only we have to think all these things. Okay. So that is requirement, facts about numbers. So what are those 21 times? Let me tell you for a while. The digit 1 will be first of all in the number 1. Then immediate next it is at 10. Then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, up to 19. So those who were saying 11 times like that, they now got that it is 11, 12, 13 also. So that after 19, we have 21, 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, 71, 81, 91, and 100. Is it clear? Listen. So the numbers in which we find the digit 1 is here. First is 1, then 10 to 19, including both. These are 10 numbers. How many numbers? 10 numbers. So this is first, number 1 is single, then 10 to 19, these are 10, then these are 8, and this is a single number. So how many numbers are there in which we find the digit 1? 20 numbers. What are those? 10 plus 8, 18 plus 1 and plus 1. So these are 20 numbers. 20 numbers in which we find the digit 1. And why it is 21 times? Because from the range 10 to 19, there is a single number 11 having the digit 1 twice. And that is why it is once more. And that is why it is 21 times. Are you getting me? Is it clear? So how many times the digit 1 comes? 21 times. How many numbers are there in this range, including both? Having the digit 1, how many numbers are there? 20. Numbers are 20, but it is how many times? 21 times. Is it clear to all of you? Okay, a very simple question I would like to ask you, but for that you just listen carefully. How many numbers are there from 1 to 100 in which the digit 1 comes only once? Now you will give me correct answer. Now, how many numbers are there from the numbers 1 to 100 in which the digit 1 comes only once? 19. How many numbers are there? 19. We have to exclude 11. That is the only thing. Only once. Is it clear? So that is what these are the things. Okay. So these are 3 subpoints. We'll cover all things in our lectures. No problem. So here the digit 1 comes 21 times. There are 20 numbers. Find the digit 1, and there are 19 numbers in which the digit 1 comes only once. Is it clear? So again, I would like to ask you a simple question. You can answer within no time. How many times the digit 2 comes in the same range? How many times the digit 2 comes from 1 to 100? Now it is 20 times. It is 20 times. 1 would have also 20 times, but it is once more. Why? Because of 100, not because of 11. Because of 100. Is it clear? Just like 11 for 1, 22 is for 2, 33 is for 3. In other words, any digit from 2 to 9 comes 20 times each. Any digit from 2 to 9 comes 20 times each. Any digit from 2 to 9 having the numbers in which we find these digits will be 19. Are you getting me? And any digit from 2 to 9 having only once would have been 18. Is it clear? Like that. Okay, we'll discuss all these things afterwards. But here, these are the things related to these things we are asked questions. Okay, so that is regarding number system. So we are not discussing all these topics in detail because we are having our regular lectures. Those we'll be doing. So from mathematical operations point of view, what do you mean by mathematical operations? That are only basic 4: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. No any question is to be solved by other than these operations. Okay. So as you know how to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. But when in competitive exam, questions related to these operations when asked, then these are asked in reverse. Means what? Instead of giving example, just add these numbers or subtract this one from this one. They will not ask. They will give you the addition question, and out of that, they may be given some of the digits and some unknown may be asked like that. So same it happens: addition, subtraction, and multiplication. In case of division, there are three basic things. What are those? Actual division, then divisibility test, and third one is remainder theorem. So parameters of division, that are divisor, dividend, quotient, remainder, like that. The relation among those four parameters of the division, these are, that is nothing but remainder theorem ka relation. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder, like that, based on that. So let me tell you, in this year's exam, which was conducted on 5th June, there was a very difficult, means lengthy question as well as analytical approach having divisibility test. So do you know divisibility test? Just raise your hands. Okay. So if not, then also I'll tell you. We are solving that question also, and then we'll switch over to the next group. So what is that? Just a minute. See, this year's 2022 paper. See, and let me tell you, I'm giving you this question, or we are discussing this question only because, only to tell you how to prepare, means how much is to be prepared. That is what the thing. So we have the question, fifth one. It is lengthy one. If you are not able to see, you just tell me. Last, can you read this one? If not, no problem. Can you read last one? No. Okay, I'll read that one. An identity card has the number A, B, C, D, E, F, G, not necessarily in that order, where each letter represents a distinct digit. In bracket, the digits are given 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9. How many digits are given here? 7 digits are given. Okay. And those 7 digits are represented by letters. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and they don't miss to tell you that not necessarily in that order. Means what? A is not necessarily 1, like that. Is it clear? A may be any of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, may be representing any of the digits from 1 to 9. Okay, sorry, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9, from only those. Listen. First of all, we'll read the question. The number is divisible by 9. The entire number, 7-digit number, is divisible by 9. Are you getting me? Okay. After deleting the first digit from the right means our right hand side, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So that G, the digit represented by G, that, okay. So after deleting the first digit from the right, the resulting number is divisible by 6. It is told. Okay. Now see, after deleting 2 digits from the right of the original number, means remaining number will be a 5-digit number. The resulting number is divisible by 5. After deleting 3 digits from the right of the original number, the resulting number is divisible by 4. After deleting 4 digits from the right of the original number, the resulting number is divisible by 3. After deleting 5 digits from the right of the original number, that means only 2-digit number will be remaining there from extreme left to 2 digits. So that number formed is divisible by 2. It is mentioned. After deleting 5 digits from the right of the original number, the resulting number is divisible by 2. Which of the following is again possible value for the sum of the middle 3 digits of that of the number? Is it clear? Got it? See, So we have the entire question is related to what? Divisibility tests. So all these divisibility tests are included in this single example only. Okay. In other competitive exam, they may ask you a single divisibility test only, but this is UPSC. So they ask you divisibility test of 9, divisibility test of 6, divisibility test of 5, divisibility test of 4, 3, and 2. So 6 divisibility tests are taken together. Okay. So let me tell you what is divisibility test of, okay, those who don't know, for them, what is divisibility test of 9? If sum of all the digits is divisible by 9, then that number is divisible by 9. Otherwise, no. What is divisibility test of 6? It is combination of two divisibility tests, 2 and 3. Means the number which is divisible by 2 and 3 must be divisible by 6. So it comes, what is divisibility test of 3 then? Sum of all the digits, if it is divisible by 3, then that number is divisible by 3. It is just like same as divisibility test of 9, right? But sum should be divisible by 3. Is it clear? Divisibility test of 2, all of you know. Your unit place digit either 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Okay. Now, divisibility test of 5, unit place is 0 or 5. Divisibility test of 4 is number found by last two digits of any number, irrespective of the remaining digits, must be divisible by 4, then that number is divisible by 4. So all divisibility tests we have discussed. Now come to this thing. Means what? You are capable of answering this question, or you can solve such a question only if you know all these divisibility tests. So here, as we are told, it is a 7-digit number. Just a minute. It is a 7-digit number. Okay. It is a 7-digit number. After removing last digit, from the right hand, and number from the remaining digits is divisible by 6. It is told, right? In other words, to be divisible by 6, units place must be even. Is it clear? Why? It should be divisible by 2 first of all. So that is why it should be even digit. And here, to be divisible by 6, that number should be divisible by 3 also. So to be divisible by 3, what is the divisibility test? Sum of the digits must be, all the digits must be divisible by 3. So that means excluding this digit, you should have sum of all these digits must be divisible by 3. Is it clear? Okay. So we are given the digits. Okay, I'll write here. 1, 2, 4. Is it 5? 4 given. Just minute. Yeah. 5, 7, 8, and 9. Is it clear? So sum of the digits, these 6 digits, should be divisible by 3, and sum of 7 digits should be divisible by 9, because it is divisible by 9. So that means by default this digit must be divisible by 3. Are you getting me? This is analytical approach, because here sum of all 7 digits must be divisible by 9, and excluding that digit, it should be divisible by 3. Some of the remaining digits must be divisible by 3. That means, or otherwise, let me tell you, suppose I put here 1 in this place. If I put here 1, some of the remaining digits, if it is divisible by 3, then it is okay. But if you find this one, sum of all digits, if you try to get how much it is, yeah, it is 36. It is 36. If I put here 1, then sum of the remaining digits will be 35 only, which is not divisible by 3. So that is what, it will not be 1, or not will be 3, 2, 4, 5, 7, or 8. It will be compulsory 9. Are you getting me? If we put here 9, then and then only sum of the remaining digits is 27. That is divisible by 3. Is it clear? Right? So it is fixed 9 only at the unit place of the original credit card number. Okay. Now, number found by remaining digits, when two digits are deleted, the number is divisible by 5. So to be divisible by 5, units place has to be either 0 or 5. 0 is nowhere there, so 5 has to be. So it is fixed 5. So 5 is also gone. Right now, after deleting last 3 digits of the original number, the number should be divisible by 4. So that is, it comes even. It should be even to be divisible by 4. Now, removing last 4 digits, number formed should be divisible by 3. We'll do afterwards. Before that, number formed by, if last 5 digits are removed, deleted, then number formed is divisible by 2. So that is what it should be even. It should be even. So, from the digits in all 7 given, how many are even digits? So these are occupied by second, fourth, and sixth place. Is it clear? So these should be odd. This should also be odd. Is it clear? Is it? Okay. So odd are 5 and 9 already gone. So how many are left over there? 1 and 7. So this could be 1 or 7. This also could be 1 or 7. Is it clear? Okay. Right now we don't know where it will be exactly 1 or 7, right? But odd digits these are, right? Now here we have to apply divisibility test of 4. For that, what is divisibility test of 4 that we discussed? Or number formed by last 2 digits is must be divisible by 4, right? So but you will find whatever may be the units place, whatever, either 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Here, tens place digit of this number is odd. Are you getting me? Here, this will be either 1 or 7. Whether it is fixed 1 or 7 doesn't matter, but it is odd. Right? So when tens place digit is odd and to be divisible by 4, what should have been units place of that number? Again, more analytical it is. Means it is not sufficient to know the number formed by last 2 digits only divisible by 4. More than that, what it needs, if tens place digit of the number to be divisible by 4, if it is odd, then unit place has to be either 2 or 6 only. Are you getting me? Because if odd is 1, then 12, 16, right? If it is 7, then 72, 76. Is it clear? So as we know, there are 1 or 7 only. If it is other than 2 or 6, like 0, 10 is not divisible by 4. Or 4, 14 is not divisible. 18 is also not divisible. Is it clear? So no doubt of that, this even digit is either 2 or 6 only. 2 or 6, but 6 is not given here, only 2 it is. So it is fixed that 2 compulsory. It is 2 compulsory. Now what is asked here, that which of the following is a possible value for the sum of the middle 3 digits of the number? Middlemost 3 digits. That means first 2 no more and last 2 no more. So middle 3. Is it clear? So just as first 2 no more, as well as no last. So middle 3 these. Just a minute. Middle 3. So it is fixed 5. It is fixed 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. If this is 1, then 1 plus 2 plus 5 is 8. Or if it is 7, then 7 plus 2 plus 5 is 14. So possible sums are 8 and 14. So the only options from those 8, 9, 11 and 12, 14 is nowhere there. So what is the answer then? 8. This entire is required in this one, in this case. So even if it is what you may say qualifying nature questions, such questions, no doubt you will realize in exam hall, such a question is not to be tackled in exam hall because it takes lots of time. So that is what we may get minimum space to play, because only straightforward questions can be answered first of all, to be preferred first, and then you can do the rest of all these. Is it clear to all of you? So see, nothing new means whatever we have discussed, all these things, nothing new was new to you. All these were you know it. So that is what we have to think of, the basic things, and then applications are required. So to do applications, first of all, we should have the concepts, basic concepts. So that is all these things. Okay, so you have already taken screenshot of this one. Let me tell you, after number system mathematical operations, in case of multiplication, we get factors, multiples, all these things. So because of that, we have the topic that is FCF and LCM, square root from products also, cube root, as well as indices and surds. All are related to multiplication, like that. And division when it is complete. If division is not complete, then fractions are formed, right? So from fractions is a basic topic for percentage. Fractions is basic topic for ratio, because ratio is a fraction to its lowest terms. So that is what, to have the concept of percentage ratio, you should know fractions. Again, percentage is basic topic for profit and loss, interest. Ratio is basic topic for proportion, allegations of mixtures, partnership, time and work, time, distance, speed, like that. So basically, you should know fractions and all these things. Is it clear? Okay. So after this one, algebra, three topics. These are algebraic expressions, means while forming equations and all these things, you should know first of all algebraic expressions in one variable, two variables, like that. Then polynomials. Then we have simplifications. In other words, algebraic identities, means what? A plus b bracket square, a minus b bracket square, from that one up to a plus b plus c bracket cube, like that. You should know these basic things. And then after that only you may have equations. So equations, linear equation in one variable, it starts from linear equation in one variable, linear equation in two variables. Then when such two equations having two variables each same, then these are called simultaneous equations. After that, quadratic equations. So all these basic things you should know while going for equations. Then rest, that is metric system of units and progression and all these. Here onwards, it is practical maths or professional maths, it starts. So this is second group of our 33 topics. So you can just take screenshot of this one. Online friends, you can take screenshot. Offline, you can take photography of this one. Okay. Finished? Then this group, allegations or mixtures, time and work, time, distance and speed, problems on trains and boats, permutations and combinations, probability, coordinate geometry. Then last three topics from this one, 28th, 29th and 30th. These topics are common to mental ability also. So there are problems on ages, problems on clock, problems on calendar, right? Okay. Permutations and combinations. Those who had not maths after 10th, they even don't know the topic of name of the topic also. Permutations and combinations. Because till 10th, state board students, they don't have the syllabus permutations and combinations. Even though they know probability, but that probability is related to dice or playing cards, like that only. Okay. So here permutations and combinations, those who are from engineering background, they also know the question from permutations and combinations. Even if it is very simple level, then also it is difficult in exam hall. Okay. So we are discussing all these things, and most of this I would like to tell you. Before 2011, means this exam pattern which was introduced in 2011, before 2011 till 2010, in prelims there were two papers. One was only GS, and second was of optional before 2011. Okay. So in those papers before 2011, questions related to mental ability were asked in GS paper. So those questions, maximum of the questions were from permutations and combinations and probability. Maximum, at least 70% of the questions from mental ability questions were from these two topics only: permutations, combinations, and probability. Okay, we are doing all these things in detail. So here, don't worry regarding that one. Then we have coordinate geometry, that is Cartesian graphics, vectors, y-axis, like that. Even if it is geometry, it is specially referred to algebra only. That is equation of a line related to that. Okay. Problems on edges, that is related to equations. Problems on clock, these are practically angle between minute hand and hour hand, as well as some situational questions. These are asked. Now, from calendar questions, I would like to tell you one thing. Everyone knows regarding calendar, but then also when question comes, if it seems very simple one, then we try to answer that one with casual approach. So please don't have casual approach for any of the questions, even not in case of calendar, all these questions. But right now, let me ask you a simple question, which you should answer correctly only. But right now only I know some of you may be giving a wrong answer. Very simple question, even though it is. See, in a year, there are 365 or 366 days, as all of you know. When there are 365, when there is a ordinary year, and for a leap year, there are 366 days. All those 365 or 366 days that are in a year are grouped in 12 months. You know, in other words, there are 12 months in a year. My question starts now. How many months are there in those 12 months having exactly 30 days? Are you getting my question? Only few have answered. All of you must answer. Or yes? Good. Okay. How many of you think 4 months? Just raise your hands. Okay. Others? Is there anyone saying 11? For 11, question should be like that. How many months are there in which the date 30 comes? Then it is 11. Okay. Some of the students may answer 5, but it is not. Answer is no doubt 4 months, starting from Jan to December, as all of you know these things. Okay. So Jan is of 31 days, Feb is of 28 or 29 days. We'll discuss afterwards. But it is not of 30 days. Then March is of 31 days. Even we come to March, then also we are not having a month of 30 days. So April is the first month of 30 days. Then May is having 31 days. June is second month having 30 days. July is having 31 days. September is third month having 30 days. October is having 31 days. November is having 30 days, fourth month. And December is having 31 days. So months are over. How many months are there having? 4 months having exactly 30 days, like that. Okay. In yours batch means maximum of you have 4 months. Absolutely a good thing, because in other classes, when I try to get answer, they some of these may answer 5, like that. Okay, but answer should be 4. Okay, so all these basic things you should know while preparing these things. Then at last but not the least, last 3 topics, which are those related to geometry. First is plane geometry. That is point, ray, line, segment, plane. From that, triangle, quadrilaterals, polygons, circle, 2-dimensional, right? So that is the plane geometry. So in plane geometry, I'm not saying that you should go from the theorems and all these things, but you should know the applications of those theorems. Okay. 32nd is mensuration, that is computation of surface area and volume. That means 3-dimensional. cube, then cuboid or parallelepiped, cylinder, cone, sphere, frustrum, like that. So that is mensuration. And last but not the least, that is trigonometry, having all the three branches together, all the three branches of maths together, algebra, geometry, and arithmetic, all these. So that is trigonometry. Okay. So that is the entire syllabus from maths point of view while preparing for our play. So first of all, as soon as our this lecture concludes, you can first of all you have to go and go through previous year's question paper. First of all, go through previous year's question paper from 2011 onwards. 2011 to 2022. 2011 to 2022. 12 years ka question papers. You have to go through. So even if you are at the basic stage, at the initial stage, then also no problem. We have to prepare. So again, I would like to tell you, while preparing notes, what should be the sequence to be followed. Now you have to write in your notebook this sequence. Preparing notes from the textbooks. Preparing notes from textbooks. So listen, while copying this one, you can listen also. So how to prepare? Even NCERT books directly or ICSE board, if you are having yours books, okay. Here, from those who are from state board, start from 5th standard till 10th. And NCERT, please start from 6th standard. So listen, means suppose you are getting 5th or 6th standard book and solving all those questions, it will be yours mindset will be same as 6th standard or 5th standard student. So we are not supposed to do like that. What to do? First topic is what? Numbers. So first go for 5th or 6th standard textbook and go for only single chapter, that is numbers. As soon as you get that 5th or 6th standard, then go for the next standard for the same topic. Are you getting me? You will find same index on an average. So from 5th book, if you are getting numbers, from 6th book also you are getting numbers, from 7th numbers, like that. So let me tell you, in 5th standard, from state board point of view, in 5th standard they have given knowing the numbers, knowledge of numbers. In 6th standard they have given integers. That means what? Types of numbers. So after knowing the numbers, before going to integers, they have given some summary regarding what are natural numbers, what are whole numbers, and then integers. So that is in 6th. Sorry, in 7th they have given rational numbers, right? So that is rational numbers. Then in 8th they have given operations on rational numbers, or that is irrational numbers too. Then 9th it is real numbers. In 9th it is given real numbers. So that is real number system completes. So you have to prepare your own notes and don't make it a notebook. So please maintain a file only, because when you maintain a file, then what happens? Whatever is the concept you have got, so it's the application if you are having, then you can add in that one. So that is why we have to maintain a file. Is it clear? Okay. So that is regarding this one. So please copy this one. First is, have you copied? If not, please just get numbers. Then second, mathematical operations. Third, fractions. I have grouped. The fourth one is related to all: square root, cube root, indices, and surds. All surds and indices. Then fifth topic is related to algebra. So when you do first point, then and then only get for second one. After completing second, then third. So that is the sequence to be followed. Then and then only your interest will also be increased, and your as well as your maths will be improved. Okay. And so till 10th, that is algebra and arithmetic. 11th and 12th topic points are related to geometry. So let me tell you, those who are from state board, they have in a single book, that is algebra and geometry both till 8th, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. 9th and 10th, maths 1 and maths 2. These are two separate books. Maths 2 is about geometry generally. So after getting concepts from 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th of geometry, then only you have to go for maths 2 and, from 9th and maths 2 from 10th. Is it clear? In maths 2 and in maths 2 from 9th and 10th, you will be finding coordinate geometry. That is to be done along with these 6 equations. Are you getting me? So this coordinate geometry from state board books, that is from maths 2 in 9th and 10th. Is it clear? For NCERT books, no problem. They have a single book only from 6 to 10 each. Okay. So after getting this concept, then and then only you will be able to apply those things. Okay, that is application. Got it? All right. So we'll discuss some of the questions from previous year's question papers. So here, okay, before that, have you copied all those 10, 12 points? Okay. Please read this question. 74th question. In a society, it is customary for friends of the same sex to hug and for friends of opposite sex to shake hands when they meet. A group of friends met in a party and there were 24 handshakes with seconds. Which one among the following numbers indicates the possible number of hugs? Okay. So if you are not getting meaning of the question, let me tell you. In a society, there is a tradition or customary, it is told that for friends of same sex means of same gender, if both are male or both are female, then they hug to each other while they welcome each other. As well, friends of opposite sex means of different gender, male and female, then they make seconds. It is told. Okay. So a group of friends met in a party and we are told that there were how many seconds? 24 seconds. So which one among the following number indicates a possible number of hugs? So how to solve this one? So what should be your procedure? Means you can, okay, we'll discuss this one, how to solve. We'll discuss. Instead of getting what is the answer, we'll discuss how to solve this. So can you tell me what should be the initial step? What should be the first step? Total. Okay. No doubt, the first of all, we have to find how many people have been there. So how many male and how many female? Okay. Tell me the possible numbers for male and female. Yes, just raise your hand and tell. Whatever you want to tell, no problem. But just raise your hand. Yes. 6 and 4. Okay. All right. Others. Any another possible? Okay, have you solved this question? Okay. Are you getting me? We are told that there were 24 seconds, 24 handsets. So handsets are only among those of opposite genders, of opposite. So how can we then 24 to split? Okay, listen. If there is only one male, for example, then there should be 24 female. Then only there will be 24 seconds, and vice versa. Okay. If there are two male, then how many females should have been there to have 24 seconds? 12. Why? Because two male, one male each will be having 12 and 6 with 12 female, like that. So 12 plus 12 for two male. In other words, 1 into 24 is 24. 2 into 12 is 24. Then other pairs, 3 into 8, 3 8s are 24. 4 into 6 is also 24. Now pairs are over. Is it clear? So we have 1, 24, then 2, 12, 3, 8, and 4, 6. Now, here from combinations point of view, from combinations, NC2 का formula, n into bracket n minus 1 upon 2 means if n are the persons of same gender, then total number of hugs it would have been. So if there is only one male, there is no any hug possible. Is it clear? Okay. And 24 if female, these are. So in those 24 female, 24 into 20 upon 2, it will be much more than these options. Are you getting me? First woman out of those 24 would have been hugs to other remaining 23. For the second female, already it is one hug with first one. So that is 22, like that it would be. So it is not possible. So two male, if they had been, then two male, one hug would have been, and 12 into 11 by 2. So 12 into 11 by 2 gives 66 plus 1, 67. Is it there in the options? No. So that is also not possible. If there had been 3 male and 8 female, are you getting me? So 3 into 2, 3 2s are 6 by 2 is 3, and 8 7s are 56 by 2 is 28. So 3 plus 28 gives you 31. So it is not. It is very close. That is 30 only. So it is also not. Now 4 and 6. 4 into 3. If 4 male, 4 3s are 12 by 2 is 6. And 6 5s are 30 by 2 is 15. So 6 plus 15 gives you 21. So the answer is from possible. Here, possible number of hugs. We are to get, first of all, how many pairs? 4 pairs. And then we have, out of these 4, only one pair will be matched, like that we have this one. Is it clear? So this entire question is related to only factors of the numbers, divisors of 24. So being divisors of 24, if you know how to tackle these divisors of 24, so technically you should get all these things in detail. Is it clear? Got it? Okay. So these are the things we have to take into account while solving questions related to maths. Okay. Take down one question, simple question in your notebook. A peon in a school. A peon in a school takes 30 seconds for 6 days. A peon in a school takes 30 seconds for 6 days. Okay, 6 days. At equal intervals. a peon in a school takes 30 seconds for 6 bells at equal intervals. Means the time between first bell and second, whichever it is, same is the time from second to third, third to fourth, like that. Full stop. In how many seconds? In how many seconds will he give or ring? 12 bells. In how many seconds will he give or ring 12 bells at same intervals? At same intervals. At same intervals.